Up. I'm live. And it's not Monday. It's Wednesday. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it Monday. So I took the night off. Simple as that. So I'm back now. Wednesday. So more Pokemon. Just Emerald catch 'em all to finish. Only 166 Pokemon to go. Not that many. To be fair, it is over halfway. Unfortunately, the first half goes a lot faster than the second half. So, we'll see. The good thing is, I at least know how many damn slots there are in each spot. Grass is 6. Surfing is 5. Fishing is 2. Rock Smash is 5. And anything else is apparently 3, but I don't think there is anything else. I did have a look at the log to figure that out. So yes, technically I cheated. I saw what was where. I don't remember what's where though. So, yeah. Benefits to looking at it last week. So I've got that going for me at least now. I know what I need to do on each spot to get all the encounters. But yeah, there's still a lot of Pokemon that I haven't seen, some of which I can... Oh, here, I'll show you. Some of which I can get away with not having seen because I have other Pokemon from the same line. And, there we go. Of a black edge at the side. I can continue to expand if I just increase the size of the browser window. I'm going to not do that. There. So, yeah, all the green are the ones that I've caught. Blue are the ones that I've seen, but not caught, so what I've seen off of trainers and such. Yellow means I haven't seen them, however, I have seen or caught Pokemon from that same line. So, like, take Hunter, for example. I've caught both Ghastly and Gengar, so if I don't end up finding Hunter, if I can't find it, I can just take the Ghastly that I already have, evolve it quickly, get the location data for it, and then soft reset to reset that evolution, and get on with my life. So, yeah, all the yellow Pokemon I can get information on in some way. Some of them are more obnoxious, like Pichu, for example. I don't have info on Pichu. I only have info on Raichu, which means I'd need to get the right item to breed for Pichu. I think you need an item for Pichu. I hope not, but you might. Remember all the evolutions, breeding, specifically breeding. I don't remember all the details for that. Evolution to a lesser degree. I know most of that, but anyway. So yeah, Pichu would be annoying to get info on, but it is possible. Black Pokemon, on the other hand, Pokemon with a black background, I should say. Haven't seen them at all, don't have any way to see them outside of just stumbling upon them or finding a trainer who has them. Which means, basically, what we're going to do is just go to Roots and battle all the trainers there, ideally. And also see what's there. Gonna be fun, I'm sure. And we're on Route 133. I think I stopped here. I've still got the rod. But what rod? Old rod, seemingly? Tentacool I did need, but I have info on it, so... Not the best start possible, but still something I needed. Shoutouts to the Gen 3 fishing mechanic. Flygon, I already have. But that's all the fishing encounters. There's only 2. However, there are 5 surfing encounters. So that's fun. Yes, all fun. Developer, already have that. One problem with having Moltres out front is pressure. Of course, always proccing on entering the battle. Yeah, I did the wrong thing, didn't I? Fair enough. But then to have Pelipper with Drizzle be a nuisance as well, just to make it take that little bit longer. Great. Lord. I had info on you. Funnily enough, this isn't too far from where you can normally find Wailord, but I don't think you can find it in Emerald, only Sapphire. And on 129 specifically. That's been 2 of the slots thus far. Dusclops, already have. Again with double pressure. This takes a while. Even though things are sped up, it still takes a while. So just having those extra little time wasters thrown in, like, again, pressure every time, but then drizzle on top of that. And then having it not give me my down input. Just make it great. I did count up on the capture list before going live. That is 4 out of 5. There are 6 families of Pokemon that I haven't found any of that have 2 stages. 0 3-stage lines or higher. 6 2-stage, and then the rest is single stage. Fair amount of legendaries. Let's see, legendaries. Articuno, Mewtwo, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. Also Celebi, which is mythical. Latios, I have info on, actually. Kyogre, and then Jirachi for 1 more mythical. A fair amount of them are legendaries, but there's still a lot more black on that board than I'd like. There's a lot of yellow as well, which does not please me. Again, yellow is essentially black, but I have a way of getting info. And I'm, of course, referring to this. The Pokemon is nothing new. Leave that up on screen. It's not like you're missing anything, after all. Again, with the down input. I know there's a 5th slot here, so I'd like to see it. Thank you. Very much, game. Much appreciated. What I'd normally do is never battle all the trainers because it's a waste of time. And in this instance, it might just be a waste of time. Really? Crit too? Is that really necessary? Igglybuff. Yeah, Dragon's not going to hit it, of course, because for some reason I went with the EX version. The Igglybuff, I think I have info on. Yes. I can fish here, so I might as well. Apparently I can just do whatever here. I'm being crushed into a rock by the raging current. But it works. Always appreciate it when the game gives all the encounters back to back. Much appreciated. Alright, fine. You can fish in the Raging Current, but apparently not do regular encounters. Oh, Pichu. Don't know why there was a pause on that last one, but okay. Thank you very much, Kelly, for continuing to be subscribed at Tier 2. 63 months, and that's 63 months in a row as well. Crazy. Thank you so much, Kelly. I got Krabby and Pichu in that. I've already caught Pidgeot, so don't need that. That's 3 out of 5 encounters. But yeah, getting Pichu, it's funny, I was talking about Pichu as an example in the opening, and there it was. So don't have to worry about that. Torpedo makes 4. Just one more slot on this route, and then I can move on. Machoke wasn't one of the ones I already saw. Was it one of the ones I already saw? Damn it. I have shit memory. Got Machoke, Pichu, Krabby. I don't remember what the 5th one would be, if I've seen it. Love when I do that. Mashing the button so I accidentally close the menu instead of just opening it and then clicking into it. Fuck's sake, game. Enough Krabby. Get another Machoke. Yeah, something tells me the 3rd Pokemon I saw was a Machoke, because I haven't seen 5th Pokemon as of yet. Another Pichu, huh? Eating, waiting, and... That is the problem when you go for all the slots, it just takes forever. Even if the slots are all 20%, it's gonna take a while. I made good progress on 133 and then get to 134 and nope. 2 fishing immediately, then 2 of the water encounters pretty quickly, and then the 3rd and the 4th, and... I promise, it's not a 1% slot. The entire point of this is that it's not that obnoxious to find them all. Now what I could do at this point is start going for all the blue tiles that I have on here, because I know where those Pokémon are. So if I go catch them, I'll at least be able to not only get them, but potentially find some new stuff along the way, instead of just doing this over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I'll still be doing this, but just in a different spot, and I'll be moving around more often. I'm not looking for the 5th fucking slot that won't appear. It's gonna be really annoying when I realize that, oh yeah, I remember seeing that here now. It's gonna happen. Because I didn't remember seeing it, but I've seen it, and I just forgot. But no, the game doesn't want to give me the 5th slot. I'm being persistent so I don't have to come back to this route. I mean, 134 is easy to get to, just swim east out of Slateport. That doesn't mean that I want to come back here if I don't have to. Oh, Christ. Again, the Pokemon that I find eventually in the 5th slot is either going to be one that I've already seen on this route, and I just forgot what it was. And that's exactly what it was. Torpedo. Alright, let's start going through the decks and finding Pokemon that I haven't caught yet. One in Lilycove. You know what? I'd rather go up to Falarbor and do over there. I also don't know if that's Jagged Pass or the cave. Oh right, I haven't actually been up to Falarbor. Okay, never mind. I should go up there, but I'm gonna go to Lilycove instead, because that's easier. Long way to go through the menu. The Gen 4 version? Really? Okay. Italy. I didn't have info on that directly, so I'll take that. Whoops. Pressed A when I shouldn't have. E-dot. Well, I needed that as well. But I had info on it, so... Eh. Really? Well, I needed you, so that's fine, I guess. If the Lavender Town music doesn't start playing, you know that it was something... Well, it was either a legendary or mythical. And in this case, it was Celebi, so expect to hear that a few more times. Dunsparce, I don't. Nice thing is that I did end up getting rid of all the red tiles at the end of last stream. There's what I came for. Might as well keep looking here, though. Again, a couple more slots. And once I see them, I'm done. With Lily Cove. 'Cause oh good, the bees are attacking. Adol. Oh. I had info on that. So I was gonna catch it eventually. Here we are. No caught. That's 4 out of 5. What else is here besides those 4? Waiting to see the 5th slot, which of course won't show up because Celery is showing up instead. Celery, Dunsparce, Claydol, Beedrill, and Claydol. I was half expecting Celebi to show up again, so just immediately have the music start playing instead of having to wait for it. Oh, fuck off. Again, like I've said in, well, last week at the very least, if not before that, because of the fact that legendaries have music tied to them most of the time, you end up in this situation where you know immediately that it's just wasting your time instead of having to wait for the Pokemon to show up on screen. Like, I don't know what this is. Okay, now I do. But I had to wait for it to show up. I didn't have to listen to the music. Still 4 out of 5, though. Well, the good thing in the first 10-ish, 20-ish minutes of the stream is that I have caught, once I catch this, 230 Pokemon total, which is 10 more than I started with. Not a lot, but it's something. Also, I didn't have info on Ninetales. I do have info on Vulpix, but not Ninetales. .103 water. Haven't I seen... Oh my... I'm pretty sure I saw the rat in water, and I didn't catch it. But good job past me, if so. Guess we're going up towards Falarbor now. Oh. Right. Trainer battles might contain info, so I do want to do them. Knuckle, I don't think is anything new. I wish I could see whether or not I have the Pokemon in trainer battles. Yeah, I already have info on you. King, I believe I've caught. No. Yeah, I've caught Seek. Kinda running out of PP though. Just came down the hill from a Pokemon Center, which is excellent. I've already got info on you. I'm having to use Surf against a grass type. Dunspark. Yeah, I've already got Bayleaf. I just registered a god in my Pokénav. Okay. Do I have any... No. No elixirs whatsoever. Well, I guess I can do this at the very least. Not that I have many Lepa berries at this point. There we go. I've thus far gained no new information from any of these battles, and that is not changing in this battle so far. Whismur. Nope, didn't change one bit in this battle. They won't cry if they lose. We'll see. 80 I don't need. I have info on Ladybell already, although I've not caught either of them. I think they cried. First tile encounter. Oh, hey, Latios, I need you. Why, hello there. It's not what I'm here for, but I'll take it. Very long pause for seemingly no reason. Hoping to find worthwhile items here. Yes, Latios, I know you exist. Thank you. I'm not doing it. I'm not selecting the electric type attack. Not happening. Volbeat. I did actually need info on Volbeat. Excellent. And info on Illumise, whatever you want to call it, but not on Volbeat. Field Gem is not what I wanted. There are fossils to be found in the desert. Well, not currently, there's not. Really? Don't info on you? Nope, I already have it. Kingdra. I did not. I had implied information. Implied? I don't know. I could have evolved for it. Metal Coat is actually good, because if I find an Onyx, that will give me information on Steelix. I don't need to trade it, obviously. That would be ridiculous. Very much a single-player game. Thanks, Rocker Joey. Double battle. Shouldn't have come to a place like this for a picnic. Gee, you think? Ursaring and Mood. Or rather, Big Bear and... Got Big Bear and... Excuse me. Mood I know I've seen multiple times. If I don't have it, which I do, I have info on it. Cyndaquil I have. Mew I have. Pidgeot should be able to avoid the surf. Bullshit that it can't. I mean, the fact that it gets hit is bullshit. Like, in the first place. Not just because it's a flying type, but because it's on my side of the field. But they did dumb things with Surf post-Gen 3. Fortunately, this adheres to Gen 8 battle standards? I don't know if it's Gen 8 or Gen 9, but it's one of the two. Point is, it's not Gen 3, which got it right. Is there something else in this desert beyond Latios? Because I wouldn't know at this point. I've literally only seen Latios. Artillery I already have. Skit. I did not have direct information on that, so that's a good change. Right now, nobody can beat me. Wanna bet? Anorith. Beautiful. I did not have any information on the Anorith line previously. That's 2 Pokemon I now have info on, essentially. Excuse you? Really? Well, I appreciate the weather lockout. I appreciated the weather lockout. Meditite. Another line I didn't have info on. Oh, this person. What a beautiful person. 4 Pokemon I just got info on. Even though there were only 3 Pokemon in the battle. For the opponent. That is incredible. Tentacruel I have. Yeah, just for context, like, it doesn't seem massively different, but there's a bit more black, or a bit less black on there than there was previously. Which is excellent. I don't think this item is a rock. Yeah, I don't think this item is a rock. I don't think that rock is an item, and it didn't seem to be. Miracle, I did not have info on. Excellent. Single stages are the worst. Finding them in the wild is great. That's 2 out of 6. And now we just sit here spamming Sweet Scent for a while, in before Rattata is the 6th. So there are 2 legendaries in this desert, both of which I needed. I didn't have info on Ho-Oh, so that's another black square gone. Hey, evil. Little bear! Oh, not the bag. That's 4 out of 6, and I've still not found the damn rat. Again, it's gonna be the last thing I find, because that's what I came here for. Yes, hello Ho-Oh, you exist. Thank you. Double pressure. Oh. First, Latios didn't want to leave me alone, and now Ho-Oh doesn't want to leave me alone. Was it 2% instead of 6%? I mean, that makes a small difference, I guess. That does make a difference, yeah. There's a little bear here. Probably multiple. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the other 2. Game's really not being kind at the moment. Hey, Snorlax, I didn't have info on you either. Excellent. I see curse your keyboard's volume control being a roly bit. I like the fact that my keyboard's volume control is a roly bit. Emily? I can get why you wouldn't. And like I said, the rat is fucking last. I hate it when I'm right. Oh, there's Latios again. Latios doesn't have special music. Don't ask me why. Oh no. Oh, you know what would be really mean? I just realized the rat might not even be here. Oh, that would be so mean, game. I took the flashing dot as being... Yeah, no, it's not gonna be here in the desert. I took the flashing dot as being the desert. It's not the desert. Still want to find the 6th slot. But it's not gonna be the rat. Ah, fair enough, evil. And because I've got a wrist rest on my keyboard, I usually don't have to go anywhere near the back of it. Or if I do, I move it around, I'll go from like center back. My control knob thing is over on the right side, so usually end up hitting it by accident. Well, I needed that, so... Pressing roller is play pause. Yeah, mine isn't like that. Nice! Anyway, the rat is right about here. But not currently. I don't even know if I have to do this much to reload it. But I very much left the area. Yep, there it is. Oh, goody. Every floor has encounters. This is a cave, so it'll have 6. I think? Noisy. Let me just cheat and look at the log briefly to see what the deal is with caves. I'm not actually gonna memorize any of the encounter slots I look at. I just want to see what a different cave is. Those are trainers. There we go. Altering cave. Is that alter? That's party zone. Altering cave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 6 slots per floor. This will take a while. Large dick chicken. Yes, you're here, thank you. So that's 3 of the 6 slots so far. Rat's probably not on this floor. Explode. I did need that, however I had information. So... not amazing. Nice to get it over and done with. Still need the Makuita line in full. No info on them whatsoever. Kind of annoying. Yeah, what haven't I seen at all? Ekans line. Well, haven't seen it all and don't have a way of getting info on them currently. Ekans line, Onyx line, Pinsir, Tangela, Kabuto line, Articuno, Mewtwo, Yanma, Unknown, Corsola, Lugia, Makuita line, Sableye, my mind is blanking on the names. No, but seriously. Zangoose, that's the one I wanted. Absol, Kyogre, and Jirachi. Heck yeah. I actually only had indirect info on you. So I'll take that. Now to find the 6th slot, which will take even longer. And I promise you, it's not the rat because it's a Huntail. Cool. To the next floor. Oh, don't do that to me. I have the fishing rod on select, you bastard. And I don't need this. Would have been funny if it was red instead of blue. Oh, stop with the time wasting. I disagree. Not need extra mock bike puzzles in my life right now. I disagree! I was pressing down! I'll take that. Oregon, I had info on clearly. Really? Download? I did have info on it. Enough. Not just indirect either. And I've already got Porygon 2, so that's that line. There we go. It is an odd place for one, but what do you got? Hey, there's the rat! That's what I came here for, but I'm not backing out now. Because I would actually like to get to the desert underpass. So, yeah. Was there a third thing I've already encountered on this floor? I've already forgotten. Really? Why are you here as well? Press down. Well, at least we got the rat. Did I not catch it? Dumbass. You need that. Catch it. Not done yet. Get all the encounters cleared out of this tower, including Celebi. Pick up the fossil, which again I can't revive to use for the catch-em-all, but I can use the information I get from reviving it if need be. Just like how I can accept the odd egg, called odd egg in Gen 3, I can accept the egg and the not a cast form and have them provide information but not actually count. Well, that's at least 4 encounters in this room. That's now 5 encounters in this room that I know I've seen. About the last one, just right now, game. If I haven't already even seen it. Up to 240 Pokemon caught thus far. See that in the bottom right of the thing. 40. That's exciting. And it's just another rat. Ow. Fuck's sake. Game! Again, it's just extra annoying because I know that little bit sooner exactly what it's gonna be. There's no mystery to it. Umbreon. Alright. I needed that. I do have info on Umbreon, but I still need to catch it. We're on to the next floor with this catch. Whoops. Well, that's annoying. That was pure momentum carrying me. Here we go. Let me guess, Gyarados. No. But it is a blue fish. Would have been better if you were shiny. If I wanted to keep a shiny Umbreon from this, I'd have to do some tomfoolery. I already have. Okay. Awesome. No, no encounters whatsoever. Great. I think there's 5 slots on Rock Smash. I don't think I've seen all of them, was the rest of that statement that I didn't finish. I've seen 4 Rock Smash slots? At least 3. Really? I'll take it. Something I needed. Maybe it's only level 23. I'm up to box 9. Well, I've caught 242 Pokémon. Only 6 of them are in my party, although I have a couple duplicates. Like Pidgeot and Ampharos, probably. Trace. Noctowl, probably as well. I think they all evolved. Oh, well, Moltres didn't evolve, but I was gifted it at the start, so I caught it. I found it multiple times. As well, right? Snorlax! There are 2 other encounters in here on this floor. Also, I think this is the second to last floor? I'm not actually sure if there's another Mach Bike floor or not. Hope not. It's time for a break already, and there's another Mewtwo. Time for another break, or time for the first break of the night, I should say, except I'm gonna keep doing encounters for just a little bit longer. It was purple, you ask. Shiny Mewtwo is green, so very much not shiny, and yeah. The tail is purple, and the rest of it is... I don't even know what color you would call that. Like gray, but a slight tint of color. To be fair, these aren't the Gen 3 sprites, so that might be why. Oh, fuck off. Alright, last encounter before I take my break. And it's Prelim again. Goody! Nothing new. Alright, save the game. And AFK scene. Save the game. Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from my computer for a little bit. During this time, I am going to run some ads. It's the only time during the stream that I run ads, besides the very beginning and end of the stream. By doing so now, it prevents pre-rolls for next hour and ensures that the next hour of gameplay is completely ad-free. As a result, the small cost of ads now, while literally nothing of importance is happening. You'll miss out on watching this wonderful background that might make you have to pee. But hey, if you need to pee, just do it now, you know? You have a few minutes. Fine. Anyway, when I get back, we'll continue searching through the encounters in Mirage Tower and clearing it out. Because again, I want to clear it out to get to the underpass, because then I can get the other fossil. I think there's only one encounter slot there normally, but probably 5 or 6. So, yeah. Plus again, I can't keep the fossils for, you know, counting, but I can get info off of them potentially, so they're very much worth grabbing and reviving. Anyway. Yeah. Kirby. Alrighty, I am back, so let's just jump right back into it, shall we? Now that is the save option. Almost like that's the last thing I did. And one of the 4 I've already seen. No, that 2, which I've already seen, already caught. But I haven't seen it here, so that's good. There's just 1 slot on this floor. And it's a skitty. Cool. Look at that, I just took a short break, and I can already move on to the next floor. Perfect. Nidoran female. You need that. Last of the Nidoran female line that I also need Nidorino on the other side. Now, I'm not gonna pick up the fossils yet, because as soon as I pick up the fossils, the tower is cold. So, I want to see what the encounters are in this before I do that. In fact, it would actually be safer if I move a tile forward or backward. Just so there's much less chance that I do something dumb. And picking up one of the things. Cargo, I do not have. Are you? I did have info on it. I would have rather had Slugma, honestly, because I don't have info on Slugma. But I had info on Macargo, and I now have Macargo. You know, I was thinking it would be funny if it was also here, and there it fucking is. Sure, yeah, let's just knock out the Slugma line in one go, shall we? Both in the same goddamn room. What the hell? So 2 more encounters in this room, plus a fossil. One of them is Nose Pass, which... Yeah, Gason, shut up. I don't even know what you did. You haven't shown up tonight, but shut up. Nice one, Flykin. Alright, well, Nose Pass is something I needed. I had info on it. Ah, not much. What's up with you? Just slowly but surely whittling down what I need to catch. It only takes forever. And we cycled back to Nidoran. I was hoping for a 6th Pokemon there, game, not the first one I found. Literally, 1 more slot on this floor. Although, to be fair, this floor has provided 3 Pokemon I didn't have previously. I had info on 2 of them. And indirect info on the 3rd. Still. In a good room, but I would like to move on. Oh, fun, Flykin. Good to hear that you're almost done with it, finally. Ammonia's no fucking joke. Injury, what even does that mean? I don't vape, I've never smoked anything, and I have 0 interest in doing so. But, like, outside of just damage that, you know, you'd normally expect. Okay, interesting. pneumonia specifically. Not great. Yeah. No, the Pokemon games are great for just wasting a bit of time if you're into it, but if you're not into it, then yeah. That's actually the one thing I love about the 3DS. Like, I do need extra hardware to make it happen, but I have every single one of the games that I own from the first 7 generations of Pokemon on my 3DS. And I can play them whenever I want. Great little console. Yeah, just up. That makes sense. That would make sense if that is indeed what it is. Pokemon is a great time waster, but again, especially in regards to the older games, it's not just about enjoying them, it's also about getting them, because you looked up the cost of Pokemon Emerald recently? Yeah, I'm glad that I've had it since my childhood. Shield or sword, and yeah, basically the same. And that, honestly, is not the best Pokemon game of all time. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst stories, I'd say, in the series. Gameplay is generally fine. The routes are, Wild Area was interesting. Yeah, I've got Shield, personally. And the DLC for it, but definitely not my favorite game of the lot. Find a permanent demo. Yeah. The one nice thing that unfortunately no longer is a thing is that back in the late 2010s, they actually released the first 6 games, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, on 3DS Virtual Console. And they were like $5 a piece, maybe $10 for Gen 2, I don't remember exactly, but they were dirt cheap. But the 3DS eShop is shut down, so that's gone. Cheapo? I mean, so am I. But like, $2 for your old? Yeah. Well, that's the problem with Pokemon. You're not finding a Pokemon game for $2. Not legitimately. Not even reproductions will be that cheap. Ridiculous. Have to find somebody willing to sell you a game for that low if you actually go buy it. Like I said, don't look up how much Emerald costs. Like, actual legitimate cartridges are ridiculously expensive. Buying a Game Boy cart for $20. Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way to some degree. Because, like, back in the mid-2010s, I wanted to get Pokemon Heart Gold, which was a Gen 2 remake for the DS, right? But at the time, it was $40-some. I didn't want to pay $40-some for a Pokemon game that was already that old. Current day me hates past me for making that decision. I should have just spent the $40-some to get a used copy, because $40-some is a fucking steal. Well, yeah, there is that. Game Freak is definitely not the best out there. I mean, I say that. I've bought many games from them, and I even bought my my Switch from them. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Doesn't help that they are sometimes cheap. Where is this 6th slot? Nidoran F, Rhyhorn, Macargo, Slugma, Nosepass. I don't think I've seen a 6th Pokemon. There is a 6th Pokemon in this room. Unless it's 5. Place that had any left. Yeah, I didn't buy mine until 2019, by which point the V2 model was out. But still went to Nintendo. Nintendo? Still went to GameStop. To be fair, though, it was either that or Walmart. Because rural area, and that's all that had it. And there's no guarantee Walmart would have had it. Yep, I mean, I could have had it shipped, but I was trying to pick it up that day, so. Things are expensive. I mean, things are stupidly expensive, period. But for whatever reason, the Pokemon games just not only retain their value, but are worth way more than they possibly should be. Which is why I want to buy the newer Switch titles sooner than not, so that I know that I have them for cheap before they get into the hundreds of dollars. Hopefully it won't be anytime soon, but you never know. Yeah, no, GameStop used to be great. Used to. Am I excited for Switch 2? I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I do want one eventually. But the problem for me, as someone who obviously dabbles more than a little bit in content creation, is that if I wanted to stream my Switch 2, if I was to get one, it goes from being $400 some to buy the console, minimum, to now, well, if I want to capture it above 1080p 60, I need a new capture card, so that's another couple $100. But my main display is only 1440p 144, but only over DisplayPort. I don't know if I can do 1440... I should be able to do 1440p 120. Yeah, because I did 1440p 144 off of my laptop. So I can do the higher refresh rate, or the higher resolution, but I don't have good HDR on this display, so maybe I want a new display that has 4K HDR, maybe. So, yeah, it gets expensive. Would you even stream above 1080? I would if Twitch allowed for it, without using their stupid encoding shit that I don't care for, because I get more encoders just by sending them a 1080p stream. But Kiosk recently, with the exception of these Pokemon streams, because does this need to be any higher resolution? Where's the 6th Pokemon? As a side note, I'm about to open up the log and see what the log says, because this is kind of ridiculous. Outside of these Pokemon streams, I'm recording at 1440p. Thank you. And it was something I needed. Though I have info on it, most likely. Can you stop intimidating? So, yeah. If I could stream 1440p, it would be great, but I would have at the very least record it at 1440p 60. I'm taking the root fossil because it doesn't honestly matter. Yeah, that whole game key thing is not cool. For me, though, from what I've heard, the Pokemon games aren't going to just be a game key. Because they've actually said, at least to start, they're not going to be. Because they've said ZA, it was just new info released today. Not much, but a little bit. Apparently ZA is going to be, you can buy the Switch 2 version and it'll still work on an original Switch. So it shouldn't just be a game key. It should be the actual physical. Oh, of course, the last thing I saw here goes up immediately upon trying to leave. Pokemon games are mostly what I want, mostly what I'm concerned with. Hell, the only game I own for the Switch that isn't Pokemon is that Mario All-Star 3-pack thing. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, that's what it's called. Hold on, that was Spoink. I need to... Things are happening, so I need to make sure I don't miss information. Yes, I have Spoink. I think I have all the legendary beasts. Torkoal! Yes. Some of the games, Kiosk, are just basically going to be, if you buy the cartridge, it's literally just the entitlement data. And then you plug in the cartridge, and you have to then download the game. And the cartridge just provides your key to play the game and download it and such. But like I said, apparently ZA will not be that way, it will be the actual game itself, supposedly. But we'll see for sure or not. Later this year. In October, apparently. First time since X and Y a game is releasing in October for the Pokemon series. Yeah, it's the full game. Although that was already the case for Pokemon BDSP, basically. Because those games shipped in such a shitty state. But that was specifically those games. Those are our Ranberries, I don't care. Yeah, the QR code to a download link. I mean, you're still buying the game, you're just not given the game. You have to download it. It's not... You have Speed Boost. Oh, wonderful. I have info on you already. Can you knock out my Noctowl, please? Yeah, I'm thinking after today, because apparently the Switch 2 version of Legends ZA will be backwards compatible. I don't see why I wouldn't just buy a Switch 2 version, even if I don't plan on getting a Switch 2, because, like, I think it's going to be a bit more expensive, probably. But if you want the Switch 2 features, you're going to have to pay anyway for the upgrade. And just having the features immediately might be worth it. I don't know. I don't have money anyway, so it's not an issue currently. Yeah, no, I hear you, Flykin. I've got as much of my game library backed up as I reasonably can. I don't have my PS1 games backed up because they take so bloody long to rip. And I don't have my GameCube games or Switch games backed up because I have no way to dump that data. But like, PS3, PS2 games are all backed up. Hold on, I need to make sure Houndoom... It's Houndoom. The other one. And then, yeah, my DS, 3DS games are all backed up. Well, most of them. The more total I've got. PS1 or PS2, the blue disc? PS2. PS1 was black. They were black CD-ROMs. Yeah, I mean, that would be nice, Flykin. I hope that there's an exploit for the Switch 2s discovered early. Because I'll tell you what, as the owner of a Switch V2, kinda sucks having the only method to hacking it be installing a mod chip. Have info on Vibrava. Yeah, I have... It's the same thing for the Switch OLED. It's only those early V1s that had the... Let me just... Here, just slide under my parcel. Is that what you said? Oh my. Like, that's the one thing I don't want to do, is hack my consoles physically. My Switches, or my 3DS is hacked. Both of my 3DSs are hacked. But it's all in software. You know, it's not a physical mod. Bagon and Venusaur. Bagon, yeah, I have both of them. Actual specifics of the hardware yet? I don't know, Kiosk. I don't remember. I pioneered the 3DS XL software hack? Really? Neat. You I already have. Ah, nice, Flykin. Horribly named system? Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I've been hacking my 3DS most of the time that I've had it. I wasn't there from the... Oh, Jesus Christ. It fucked my... Ah, you... Thank you, Automod. Wrote zeros to the NAND. Oops. Yeah, I mean, you could at least get people not to make that mistake. That's one unfortunate thing of doing that sort of stuff. The people who inadvertently sacrifice their consoles in the name of getting things figured out for others. Figuring out what not to do in the process of hacking or whatever. Blossom. Do I have Blossom? I do not have info on it, so I now have info on it. So long, niceness. NAND relies on itself to function on 3DS. Brilliant. Yeah, that is definitely not something you want to figure out the hard way. First person ever to get a BSOD on 3DS. Oops. I might as well. Although I don't remember what I encountered earlier on the route already. I would imagine, Kiosk, that no, it probably was black screen. I imagine. Or something very corrupted at the very least. Not Ninkata. Nuzly. Yeah, that's the name of it. I am blind. Where are you? Right there. As much as I like my 3DS, I don't play it much. But if I ever have anywhere to go, it would certainly be a go-to handheld to bring with me. I need to make sure all my saves are on it, but all the games are on it. Rodrio I needed. So is... I had info on both it and Doduo, but I hadn't caught either. Didn't even do the basic checks. Yeah, that is, not ideal. I didn't have info on Gardevoir. And that's 5 Pokemon on this route. Definitely seen. If I could not have it take another 20 minutes for the 6th slot to show up, that'd be great. Because what happened in Mirage Tower was ridiculous. Also, I'm heading up here. I'm not going to be able to get to the Desert Underpass, because as I remember, if I remember correctly, that is post-game? Doesn't open up until post-game? Which, yeah, I haven't defeated the League yet. There's no rush. Raw, hard-coded error codes. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. There are 3 ARM CPUs on there. SoCs, I guess. Oh, that was buggy. But if the NAND's fucked, not really going to be able to do anything with any of them. Plus ARM9, ARM9, whatever you want to call it. That one's more security related, I think, lower level stuff, and then the ARM7 is mostly DS related, all correctly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with the architecture at a very basic level, just because I have been hacking my 3DS for so long. I say that, you know, with the way things are nowadays, it's one and done sort of thing. But Ariados. As a result, I do have some knowledge on stuff. And Ariados, where are you? There you are. I didn't have info on Ariados. Yeah, things like emulating GB. Or running natively. Well, as natively as it ran on the DS, at least. And then I was for the DS. Yeah, hello to you too, as well. Jesus. I don't know if you heard that, but that was fucking loud. Thank you, officer. That's a Venonat and a Corsola. I did not have info on Venonat? No, I did. It was Tangela that I didn't have info on. Corsola, though, I didn't have info on. So, very good battle, that. Antine, I believe I already have. And Wigglytuff. Oh, I didn't even do the thing. There. That is one thing I do like about the 3DS. It doesn't have a game slot for it. Fairy type, right. Doesn't have a game slot for it, but it can run GBA games just as well as a DS does. Still not 100% accurate, but I mean, the DS is an overclocked GBA, so what do you expect? There's nothing to do here. Grab that. I don't know what happens if I talk to Cosmo. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird setup. Move tutor. Overshot. Yeah, see? Nothing here yet. There's TM28, which may or may not be Dig. Yeah, it's a great console. And how it works is quite impressive as well. Not because it was 3D. No, but the 3D was really cool. Ugh. Can we do something where I don't have to go through a bunch of interiors to find the right one? Sorry, Furo, but you can go away for a while. That's supposed to be Mount Pyre? I'll go 104. Oh yeah, I know. Flyken, I have both a new and an old 3DS XL. I know how bad the old one is. It's terrible. Yeah, not having the head tracking on the original. Oh, if you even get the slightest bit off axis, forget about it. Terrible experience. Head tracking on the new 3DS was a game changer for it. Though for the limited amount it was used in the Pokémon games, it still lagged even on the new. That button. Galaxy Edition still goes for 400. Fun! I have a plain one and it's not in great condition, but it works. I'll stick to it, thanks. Okay, Ghastly. Probably worth $350, yeah, maybe. Adabra. I'm keeping note of what is on Roots of the... Have they really? I mean, if you were going to have a 3DS, you would either want the new 3DS XL or the new 2DS XL. Also, there's Raichu. You'd want one of those too, because either you get the console with 3D, or you get it without. And if you want all the features, you'd want the 3DS, obviously. I mean, yeah, battery replacement is in order, and I've already replaced my battery. The old one was starting to balloon, and the battery life wasn't great, so I just bit the bullet and replaced it. I still have the old battery. It's sitting on the other side of my room with a couple of other batteries that need to be... I actually need new batteries for most of my consoles. SP's battery is bulging, DS's battery is bulging, the old 3DS's battery is probably bulging as well. New 3DS, it could be a little bit puffed up, honestly. It's been a few years. I would hope not. I haven't used it a ton. But you never know. I have a number of batteries that need to be replaced, but money! Wonderful thing that I have none of. Yeah, right. I mean, I haven't checked my old 3DS, but I at least know that my DS and my GBA-SP are not unreasonably bulging. They're not great, but they're not terrible. Yeah, no, I know, Flakin. Being able to crank up the performance as well with a modded one, just a little is nice. Heck, you know, one of the nicest things I like with the more recent versions of the Rosalina menu, the fact that I can actually utilize the IPS screen, you know, because they just calibrate all the screens the same regardless of if they're IPS or TN. It does make a noticeable difference. Hazel. OG Xbox? What? What about an Xbox kiosk? Oh yeah, capacitors. The OG capacitors, OG Xboxes are kind of notorious now for their capacitors going bad. There is a 5th Pokemon here. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the OG Xbox either. There's a number of older consoles that don't have the best quality caps. So, once a console gets past a certain age, generally speaking, it's not a bad idea to invest a bit of time and effort and money into buying and replacing the caps if you can. It's not the easiest thing to do, obviously, if you don't have the soldering skill. Yeah. But it is a bit of a necessity, more so on certain consoles. Fortunately, not as much of a thing, if at all, for the handhelds, because they tend to use SMD more than not, especially the newer ones. But old cylindrical capacitors and such. Yeah, they're a bit more common in the home consoles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, solid-state capacitors are, I don't know if that's actually the correct terminology for it, but yeah, they're much safer. Alright, Flyke. I guess that's one good thing. I don't have my original, more correct ceramic caps. Okay. They're still solid state, even if that's not the typical. But anyway, the one console I don't own that I used to when I was a kid is a PS1. I don't know how bad they are on the yeah, capacitor front, but you know, I've been going for a while now looking for a Pokemon. I didn't write down Vaporeon. That was 5. I got Raichu. Guess on to the next one. Sutopolis, huh? I've already been on 103, so let's go to Sutopolis. Because I think the only place it could possibly be is the water? Because I've already checked the Cave of Origin, but that's what it's indicating. Okay, in that case, let's just go to 103. Think through these things more before committing to an action. I'm just wasting time. I'm not unregistering the rod because... Oh, you know where it probably actually is? Yeah, no. How do I handle this? Other than just waiting, I guess? We're just waiting on that one. It's in Artisan Cave. Or Altering Cave, rather. Not Artisan Cave. Again, think about... Speaking of Artisan Cave... yeah. Alright, 120 it is. I don't know why I keep forgetting which Pokemon has Fly, because it's Noctowl. Oops. Another bloody Bagon. Well, I haven't caught a ton of Pokemon thus far in the stream, and there's still an hour to go. But we're up to 254 from the original 220 that I started out with, so that's not terrible. Not great, don't get me wrong. It could be worse, and apparently I snuck past this trainer previously. Oh, hey, Sneasel, I just saw that previously. Might as well. Again, trainers can have information for Pokemon that I haven't seen at all, which is very handy. Arcanine. I've already caught. Ligar. I think I've already caught as well, yeah. Otherwise it would have been black, because there's no other way to get that Pokemon. Just Whalmer chilling in the grass, as they do. Give me a break. First tile and last tile. Oh, okay. I mean, this is what I came here for, but I was going for the water. Just on the off chance it was in the water. That works. Right, Diglett dig or something. Mind? Give me a break with the goddamn caves. Go cave. No. I don't know if... So I have the option of Shoal Cave. Meteor Falls. Or probably not Jagged Pass, probably the cave beneath it, which I keep forgetting the name of, Fiery Path. Guess let's go for that. Oh, and that is technically a possibility, potentially. Getting tired of this fraud bullshit. But it is handy to have it readily available. Let's see. Okay, it's here. So Jagged Pass is indicated there. There were 3 options. Fiery Path, Jagged Pass, or the Magma Hideout. I was really hoping it wasn't the Magma Hideout. Pikachu! Yay! Information on Pikachu. That means that Nightmare that was potentially the Pikachu line of only having info on Raichu is now I have Pichu and Pikachu, and Raichu, and have information on Pichu, making it that little bit easier. Yeah. Oh, excellent. I did not have info on Zangoose. Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, I mean, the difference between today and tomorrow is probably minimal. Alright! But the sooner you take care of it, obviously, the better. It's not what I came here for, but I didn't have any direct information on Furret, so I will take that. Flygon. Okay. Guess that's the one good thing. I know exactly where icons are. They're all in this room within 10 feet of me. My PS2 is the furthest away. Over by my PS3, which is also second furthest away. Otherwise, everything else is immediately around my desk. Those two are over closer to... well, further from my desk, but still near things, just... they're nearby. Just let me... yeah, capacitor for the components that do. That makes sense. Yeah, because capacitors kind of don't have the capability to store data power. So that makes a bit more sense. Kingdra, I needed you, but I had info, so it wasn't the end of the world. Yeah, replacing caps in older consoles is not a bad idea. Yes, there's a Flygon. Thank you. Appreciate it. GameCube Mini? Can't say I have. But I have seen some small consoles and modifications and such. I'm not sure that I have, maybe not. Primeape is the one I had info on. Goody. Okay, well, next Pokemon. Yeah, there's a long stretch there where there's no Pokemon in blue. Also, I caught Growlithe. Mark it as such, dumbass. You know, I was just up by 114. doesn't cut the board. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a number of videos that involve making consoles smaller, involving board cutting sometimes. And the Wii obviously has been cut up to ridiculously small sizes. But yeah, GameCube Mini I can't say I've seen specifically. Ninjask, oh neat. Yeah, exactly. The size that people can make the Wii and still have it mostly functional is ridiculous. Ooh, Lunatone. I needed that. Well, it is time for a break, but I'll give it another minute. That's one console I don't have that I wish I did have, is the Wii. Just because of its ridiculous hackability. I don't want to chop mine up. I don't want to chop any of my consoles up. Again, another Pokemon I have info on. Have caught. Excellent. Root is excellent for this. Yeah, very true. Stop learning Flail, yes, don't bother. Alright, one more encounter. Gotten half of the encounters already on this route. No way I get a fourth, right? I got a fourth. It's not something I need. But I still got a fourth. Alright, and AFK scene. Wait, because proprietary bit port. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, proprietary stuff is great, isn't it? I guess one good thing, but also bad thing about my GameCube is that it has the proprietary port, obviously, but it has the digital out. So I could just buy an adapter to convert it to HDMI, rather than hard modding it. I'm going to be going AFK, Flaken, yeah. Every hour, I'll just do my regular speech, why not? I'm just going to take a few minutes to stand up, stretch, and get away from my computer for a little bit. Just a few minutes. During this time, I am going to run ads. It's the only time during the stream I run ads. Prevents pre-rolls for next hour. Blah, 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 blah. Game-free ad play. Small break now. Yeah, unfortunately, you took a few minutes to step away before, and now I'm taking a few minutes to step away. I will be back, though. A few minutes, just a few minutes. Ads will play during that time. Nothing will be happening. Then when I get back, we'll continue trying to catch Pokemon. But yeah, for now I'm going to take a break. I've been doing it this way for a few years now. Just take a few minutes every hour to step away from the stream and get away from it. Also stand up and whatnot. Get away from sitting down for the entire time. Which is a good idea. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to hydrate. Or, do as you will. And don't worry, I will be back. The house would have to collapse or get set on fire, or some ridiculous situation that hopefully won't happen, not to come. Anyway, Derby. Alrighty, I am back, and it is quite soothing, though I've had a couple people say that it also makes them have to go to the bathroom. Which is understandable, and why I have 2 other AFK scenes, just not on this scene yet. I never got around to adding them. Anyway, back into finding encounters here. Found 4 of the 6 already. Ninja, Sklinatone, Manectric, and Aeron. I came here for Slow Throw, and it might be the final encounter here, because that's a Bayonet. Might. Box guy in the back. Couldn't find it. That's unfortunate, Kiosk. Did find 2 SNESes, though. Well, that's something? A Bayonet. Bayonet. There's Bayonet. Okay. Yeah, see? I told you. It's in the water. But I'll take a Goldeen, because I need it anyway. I had info on it, but I'll still... That would be quite a spot for it. I love just staring at the screen waiting for it to do the thing. Oh goody. Get off my screen. Intense enough to support it. Yeah, true. Oh, please. Pretty much every other time tonight, I've gotten both encounters in just 2 uses of the rod. And now the mime just wants to pop up. Oh, well, okay. Sure. On to the fishing encounters. Steelix, okay, that works. Would have rather it been the other way around, but I still need Onyx as well. It had its own orbit. Yikes. Oh look, it's Beedrill. This was one of the spots I ignored previously for it, because I hadn't been here yet. Asked for it. I already have that. Hey, that's 4 out of 5 slots, so you know what the last one is. Remember the days when consoles needed to have the controllers be hardwired in order to work? Don't miss those times. Nintendo does use unique screws, yes. I would assume they did on the SNES, but they definitely did on newer consoles. Probably Wing and Gamebit. Both of which I have, because why wouldn't I have them at this? Remember years later. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, this nest might be old enough that it doesn't, but there is a chance that it's not. I know certainly by the time the GameCube came around, they were using security screens. Why is it the last Pokemon? The one that I came here for is literally the last encounter in this area. Stupid 3-point heads. Yeah, the Tri-Wings. Any security bit you have? Yeah, that's game bit. At least some of the iFixit kits have them, and that's how I have the right things. Yeah, Tri-Wing is preferable. I mean, I think that would probably have a better, like, grip than Tri-Wing does, but if you're doing it properly, it doesn't matter, so... And he has torques over that. Here. I promise you there should be a Slowbro somewhere here in the water. Funny that, in a way. Slowbro in the water. Game's just being unreasonable again. Alright, Kios, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Best of luck with your console hunt / repair if you do go about that. Pounds of wheat on Slowbro. Boy, I hope not. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I have an iFixit kit that has Tri-Wing bits and game bits and whatnot, right? But I've actually got this Tri-Wing screwdriver here. I'm holding it currently, not that you can tell. There. I just booped the mic with it. And that was me adjusting the back because I booped the mic out of position slightly. Yeah, I've had this since like the mid to late 2000s because for some reason I wanted parents to buy me this. And so they did. It's good for GBA cartridges and probably the GBA itself, but like it's way too big for the Switch. But I have it. There's no reason for me to have it anymore because I have the iFixit kit, but you know, have it. Just sits over here where you also can't see. Look, I don't care to have a camera pointing at my face the entire stream, alright? Or even part of it, for that matter. But the sort of streamer I am, you should realize that you're not going to gain that much by seeing my reaction would mostly just be like, what the fuck, during GTA Racing and Assetto and such. Because Discord. Yeah, the kits are good. I've got the really big one. I don't remember which one it is, but it's the one that was, at least a few years ago, normally $70. I didn't pay that much for mine. Bought it refurbished, I guess. Still expensive, but like if I don't have a bit, it's because it's probably either a really unique one or a fairly new one. Because like that thing has so many goddamn... And it's got 2 screwdrivers. All in a large one. Yeah, not sponsored by iFixit, but definitely would recommend their stuff. Good. Speaking of very good, hey game, you want to be very good? Give me the 5th slot in the water? No?
Maybe at some point it'll happen. Yeah, yeah. The iFixit kits are good for iPhone repairs. Not just torques, but security torques. Whole bunch of other shit. So many good bits in E000. I could go get my kit and try and find that driver in mine, but there's no real reason for me to, and it's over there, and I'm over here. I don't feel like getting up. I just got back from my break like 10-15 minutes ago. Being lazy, alright? Let me be lazy. But yeah, I've had a few looks through that, and just the number of bits that I'm almost certainly never going to use. It's good, because if I ever do need them, they're there. Keep yours in arm's reach. I mean, that's fair, but you've also got the Mako. That's one of the smaller ones, right? What one do you have? Not the ProTech. Would be nice. Yeah, Mako is the 64 kit. Looks like I have the Manta. Yeah, because that's the $70 one. Which is a fair bit bigger, and it takes up a lot of space on my desk. So I just have it away because there's a bit more space over there. It would be nice to have it within arm's reach. Oh, this has the driver list there. Whoops. Standoff pitchfork bit. Nice. Yeah, I really don't know what ones I would use. Develop 0 through 000, Flathead 1, 1.5, 2, 2.53, 3.5, Torques T2 through T5, Torque Security T6 through TR6 through TR8. Pentalobe P2, P5, P6, JIS 000, 000, and 1. I could just keep going, but I'm gonna stop because like that's just a small fraction of what's in the kit that I have. There's so many things. Yeah, no, that is very much true. Like I already said, I'm probably not going to use most of them, but I have them. Even has a sim eject bit, because, you know, why not? Yes, Hex Security, Tri-Point, Nut Driver, Game Bit, that's the one we were talking about before. Banner, Triangle, and Oval bits are weird. Figure. Huh? Anyway, what? Hi, Racing Poo. I'm Racing Pro. How are you doing? Nice that you also like Pokemon, because I too like Pokemon. Oh yeah, the magnetic grabber bit. That is a good one. Okay, I've seen all the encounters on this route, and it's not here. What? That's items. Not. Route 114? 14? Oh, you... The Rock Smash encounter set? Really? Yes, super nice and... Are you telling me that Rock Smash is location dependent? Well, that sucks. Because there's not a lot of Rock Smash spots. Where else? Mount Pyre. I might just deal with Mount Pyre next week or something. I do not want to do that right now. Magneton. I'm gonna take the rest of the stream to clear Mount Pyre. $119. I don't think there's any Rock Smash boulders on 119, or yeah, 119. No, 120. Damn it! I said 120 before. It was 121, and this here is going to be 120 that we're going to. I know the Hoenn region. Not that. Give me the Mach Bike. Because, unlike Vanilla, I can ride my bike across the thing. So it could be in the grass, or it could be in the water. Wait, Nidoran male I have? God damn it, me. Mark it as caught if it's been caught. I've never played Breath of the Wild. I know, how could I? But I haven't. I have seen it played through a bit, but... Yeah, the Zelda games, just for whatever reason, I've never been into. I pressed A multiple times, but okay, game. There we go. Really? Oh. Okay. That's what I came here for, and there it is. There, Flake, and Dark Souls is also a game that I've never played. But, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said before, the only games that I really own... Why is Dodo in the Safari Zone? What the fuck? I don't know. The only games I really have on Switch are Pokemon games. And, yeah, Dark Souls, I don't know. Just... Eh. I think I already cleared Jagged Pass, did I not? It clearly did not clear Seafloor Cavern sufficiently, so I'm just gonna skip that one. Dewford. I can deal with Dewford, because that's Safari Zone and Seafloor Cavern again. The other problem with playing all these different games... That button press prominent. The other thing with playing all these games is that it requires money, which I don't have at this point. Or, you know, resorting to piracy, which I don't suggest doing. Very much illegal here in the US, so... Oh. Well. That's one hell of a thing to fish up. Anyway. So yeah, either I need to somehow figure out a way to buy the game, resort to piracy, or just have someone buy it for me, which I don't want to have happen. So that's half the reason why I don't play a bunch of different games. But yeah. I've seen what do you want to say here? I've seen a number of different games played by others, and, you know, I can tell what I probably would enjoy playing and what I wouldn't enjoy playing, and I don't think I'd enjoy Dark Souls. Zelda, maybe. But, yeah, I just don't have the budget for things at the moment, so I have to forego such things. Cool. Which sucks, because I kind of want to buy the new Pokémon game. It doesn't come out till October, so I've still got time. Gotta figure out how the fuck I'm going to make it to October, let alone, you know, buy it after then. Grumpig, you are... Where is Grumpig? There it is. That is certainly one option, yes. Obvious option, even. Oh, Cloister. Hi. Nah, Flake and I'm good. I don't even want to play most of the games that I own. Down I'm gonna want to play other games that I'm not that interested in on top of that. Thanks though for the offer. $500 plus on Steam, you play 3. I don't think I have quite that money, but relatable. Regardless. So I guess I might be a bit higher, like 5? Oh, 4? Depends, is 5M count as GTA or is it separate? Because it technically is a separate thing, but it's essentially just GTA. Okay, well I don't actually play GTA hardly at all, so I guess it only counts for 1 anyway. So yeah, I guess right now it is still... Satisfactory should be coming back into the rotation soon, though, depending on mods. Yeah, fair enough. It is just a modded GTA client, essentially, so... Yeah, I mean, I have a number of larger games, but there's also a lot of small things. I think also I have a lot of, like, free games and demos registered to my account as well, which is fun. Rapidash, I did not need. But that's slot 4 or 5 at least. There is something else here. Whether or not I'll see it anytime soon is a different question. Okay, well, there you go. Hitmon. And there we go. Now what I should do, because clearly I missed a couple of catches over time, I caught most of them, I think. But, where are we at? 175, 271 national. I'm at 272 national. What? How does that work? How do I have more registered on this? Oh. Time to go through the list and figure out what's wrong. This is all caught up to Firo, and then there's that gap. And then there's a lot of green here. Nidorino. Did I not see Nidorino earlier, though? No? Okay. Oh, gotcha. Understandable then, Flakin. Well, like I said, I wasn't likely to take you up on your offer anyway. But, fair enough. Oduo. Fuck. Lickitung is the next one by the looks of it. Where are you located? Give me a break. Abandoned ship or somewhere in the Jagged Pass vicinity? Ass. I agree. The funny part is that's the second time that's been used tonight, and he hasn't even shown up once as far as I'm aware. Like, maybe he did just to get his view in for the watch streak, but he hasn't said anything. Y'all are telling him to shut up when he's not even here, seemingly. And I'm all here for it. Not complaining, just stating facts. Hellcatty I've already got. Most Pokemon I'll already have. I have run through here already, just during a time where I wasn't entirely sure about how many encounter slots are in each route. So there's a chance, actually, that I should have already seen Lickitung and I just didn't because I didn't realize the slot existed. Just to confirm, it isn't here, right? It is here. Okay. Well, I can tell you it's not up in the grass because there's a single encounter slot there. That, or I just got really lucky. Speaking of getting really lucky... Oh, well, there it is. Did I say Lickitung? I meant Chansey, apparently. Right, Lickitung was obnoxious to get. Let's... I feel like 100,000 is a bit of an... Not quite right, but, yeah, without knowing the exact details on that. Certain event Pokemon, or, like... Actually, perfect example. This island here. This is known as Mirage Island. It only has a roughly 1 in 65,000 chance of showing up. And that's in a game, that's in a copy of the game that has a functioning battery. The battery is used for the real-time clock in these games, and once that battery runs out, the clock stops ticking. Could have been clickbait? Yeah, maybe. But, like, a save with this island could be worth something to the right person, but, yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, there are certain distribution Pokemon or such that are extremely rare. And so they could be worth something. But, yeah, $100,000? I question that. But yeah, to the right person, there are certain Pokemon out there that are worth a lot of money. I did not mean to sweet scent on a tile that doesn't have encounters. I meant to fly. Fine. Fun. Can I run all the way around to 124? 125. is to the west. Really? Raccoon, go away. GameCube Animal Crossing vibes. Neat. Yeah, the older games definitely have a certain style to them. Fun fact about the Pokemon games, and since the Switch 2 hasn't launched yet, I can still say this and have it be completely true. First try. The Generation 3 Pokemon games are the only main series games that run at 60 FPS throughout the game. One of those options said fuck. No. No, it does not. It absolutely does not. There's fly and there's cut. I wanted sweet scent. Oh, I needed you. But yeah, just because of the hardware and such. Make them... Yeah, I can understand why that got auto-modded. You don't have to allow it? No, I allow shit. Usually it's evil getting auto-modded, but he hasn't been triggering it as much as of late, so it's fine. Most of the shit that gets said in my chat I'm fine with. If auto-mod picks it up and says no, and I'm not okay with it, yeah, I won't approve it. Oh, speak of the devil, he's still here. A note of what I've actually seen, so I don't forget. This fight song sounds like a horror movie. Welcome to Lavender Town. Yeah, that's Lavender Town for you. It has an unsettling nature to it just by default. So it's actually really fitting in that sense. Where the Pokemon Tower is located, which is a bunch of grave sites, basically. Or deceased Pokemon. Yeah, great place. Genetically modified abomination of a Pokemon? No, that doesn't exist in this generation. That was a later generation. Although in a sense, the fossil Pokemon are probably genetically modified to some degree. Yeah, there's the response. I mean, it's not as much of an abomination, but it's still quite a Pokemon. Don't mind the nonsensical message. That's just my list of things that I've caught here thus far. The link is what matters. Oh, even better. Good point, Evil. Even better. What the fuck are their name? Yeah, Type Null came to mind and its evolution, Silvally, but oh god, the fossils. Here, I'll just give you this overview link that has all 4 of them visible. Yeah, the Gen 8 fossils really are the true abomination. Carolise, what the fuck have you done? It's up to her name, that's for sure. Alright, there's another encounter here, game. You want to show it to me? Stop showing the Grand Bull that has Intimidate? Going? Actually, I guess technically I could have just done this. Evil, you don't get to escape from it. Isn't it wonderful? The 4 of them are just something else. Anyway, that's where we stand. 274. I've caught over 50 Pokemon tonight. It's not terrible. Black squares have certainly been reduced pretty significantly. However, there's still 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon that are single stage. Plus an additional 6 that are 2 stages. I think I counted that right. Okay, Macargo I already had. That was a waste of time. Yeah, there are some proper genetically modified abominations in the Pokemon series. And the fact that I completely forgot about the Gen 8 fossils probably tells you a lot about them without even seeing the image. Like, yeah, you want to forget that they exist. Alright, Flykin, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the conversation. Always nice to talk about just random shit sometimes, you know? Especially when it is somewhat relevant to the stream. Yeah, you have a good one. Also, you want to talk about Pokemon forced to be existing in pain. Mega Evolution is coming back with Legend ZA. I'd rather go Slateport. It's much simpler. Oh, Fly is over here. I'm also looking at the amount of time we have left in the stream, which is not terribly long. So... plus these battles hopefully have good info in them. Probably not, but hopefully. Phoebus and Gloom. I'm pretty sure I have Phoebus, and Gloom... definitely have this. I have. So yeah. Well, that was a waste of time. Love this minigame. At least I can use any rod for the encounters. And there's only 2 encounters. So I don't have to do it that much. Cool. I had info on this. So, not fantastic that I found it, but I ain't going to complain too much. Would have rather seen something, though, that I didn't have direct information on, or any information whatsoever. Hopefully can get the 5 encounters here in the next 10 minutes. Spinarak is not a Pokemon I need, although it is quite the mood. Yes, you're still a mood. That doesn't mean I want to see you on the screen, though. Let's go away. Rumble is nothing new. 3 out of 5, and one of them is Staryu. Which, what the hell? Staryu's in the water? What? Oddish. Okay. I know there's no Rock Smash on the beach. There's obviously no grass here, so you know what the final slot is. It's what I came here for. And it ain't that. Well, once it does finally show up, I'll actually have done a decent amount tonight, considering. Like, I still need to go through Magma Hideout, because I don't think I've done that yet. Right? Have I? Slowpoke. Slowpoke? Am I technically not in Slateport? I'm probably not, am I? Yep. That's why. Trying to see if I can get into Slateport without actually going up to the dock. Well, that was a mistake on my part. I still got some information in Pokemon, so, you know. I'm not too annoyed at myself for doing this, but, oops. Ah! Can I fish on the land? No. But I can fish right on the edge of the water, which doesn't make sense. I fished up a bird that I didn't have information on. Okay, I'll take that. It's really annoying to get the same Pokemon twice on fishing, because again, it's basically a 50-50 chance if it's not literally 50-50, or as close as it can be, because Pokemon is weird like that sometimes. 3 times in a row. I don't know that it is 50-50. It could be 65-35 for all I know. But I would think that's 50-50, and that's 4 times in a row with the same Pokemon. This is shit. Five times in a row. Can I fish into the rock here? No. Oh my god. That's 6? 6 times in a row on a what should be a coin flip. Again, it might not actually be, but I feel like it's definitely not at this rate. Ridiculous. 7. Did the wrong inputs. Also, the number of Pokemon that I've caught right now, 8, is the exact amount of horsepower that every 90s Japanese sports car had, for sure, definitely. You know, the manufacturers totally weren't lying about that. It was a gentleman's agreement after all, why would they lie? 9. There is another slot here. And if there's not, then something fucked up. Okay, one more Wingull, and I'm looking at the log. This is ridiculous. No. And I almost missed that one because it was so fast. What the hell is going on? Let's see. Okay. So, just to save time, I'm gonna just say what it actually is. Lakeport City Fishing, rate equals 10. Yeah, that, okay. Wingull, level 5 to 10. Walrein, level 5 to 10. I already have Walrein. Again, I got 12 Wingull in a row. That is ridiculous. The rate isn't like 99-1. And if it is, what the fuck happened in Slateport to make it that way? Hey look, Staryu, it's that thing that I came for. Alright, now we try and clear out the rest of the encounters here. Only 3. Makuida is massive, actually, and I don't mean that literally. I had 0 info on that line. So getting info on Makuida is awesome. Are you? What I came here for is not what I need. With that, there's only 2 Pokemon lines left that have more than one stage that I don't have info on. So that's the Ekans line and Kabuto line. The rest is all single stage stuff. Specifically, Angela, Answer, Omanite. Not Omanite. I've already caught Omanite, clearly. Articuno, Yanma, Unknown, Luigi. Oh yeah. Sableye, Absol, and Jirachi. One more encounter here. Can I get it before the bot messages? Probably not. So it's nice to have Makui, finally. Those single-stage Pokemon are always the worst, though. Because there's no way to get information on them other than seeing them in a battle or just finding them out in the wild. But I've still got a number of hotspots that I can check. Meteor Falls I don't think I've checked thoroughly. Magma Hideout I'm not sure if I've checked thoroughly or not. I think I did most of Granite Cave. The abandoned ship, though. Seafloor Cavern should have been cleared out, but it wasn't. So I didn't realize how many slots there were, and so I just moved on before I was done half the time. Mount Pyre still needs to be done. I definitely haven't found everything in Safari Zone as well. So there's a couple of big hubs for encounters left. Obviously the bot's already messaged, so no, I cannot find the 5th encounter in time. Hopefully I can find it soon, though. There is significantly more green, though, on the board. Or at least significantly less blue and black. Again, black means that I have no info on it. Blue means that I have info on it in the dex. Yellow means that I can get info on it, but requires evolution or breeding. And then green is caught. There's also red, which means that I've technically caught it according to the game, but I've not actually caught it. But I don't have any Pokemon like that currently, and I shouldn't have any more either. Since we're not getting anything new, there's the board. Everything stands at the moment. Just leave that on screen for a little bit, because you're not missing out on anything, clearly. Last slot doesn't want to cooperate at the moment. Should end on 278. Well, I say should. Might end on 278. Should definitely end at least 277. At this rate, it's going to be 277 simply because this final slot is not showing up. I would like to end my stream soon, game. If you would please cooperate, it would be greatly appreciated. Good. Good. No, that's great. That's fine. Just what I want. Game can be quite uncooperative. Maybe this time? Nope. Tell you what, if we get to 2 past the top of the hour, I'm checking the log again. Because I do want to wrap up soon. I'll give it a few more minutes. Obviously, I don't want to cheat, but like when the game is being this stupid and it's doing it right at the end of my stream when I want to wrap up the stream, yeah, I think cheating is justifiable, just about. Because, like, again, I'm not dealing with a 1% chance here. Game is acting like I am. Never did find that wall rain off the other rod. Maybe there's just something weird about this particular spot or something. Hey, there we go. And it's something that I needed. Worth doing. I could get indirect information on Traveler, but I didn't have it in the decks. Again, indirect as in I can evolve or breed and such. 279. 79. Oh, what didn't I mark off? Staryu. Staryu. Yep. So, 79 to 79. It all matches up. And that is a fair amount of green, which I am happy about. That said, there's still over 100 Pokemon to go. 107 specifically. That's how many Pokemon were added in Gen 4, fun fact. Which is kind of appropriate considering this is Gen 4 music that's playing currently. And now it's not. And I hit the button. Anyway. Yeah. That's gonna do it for tonight. Next stream is going to be on Friday. And it's gonna say GTA, so I have to push that button. I should just push it from the beginning. Yeah, next stream's on Friday, more Seto. Nothing too major. Belle because only one track worth driving in Detroit. Maybe a bit of trash car testing, unfortunately, and maybe Barcelona as well. Maybe. I don't know. It's being prepared. We'll see whether or not we run it. And then Saturday, GTA stuff, like usual. Oh, yeah. Could actually stream both nights this weekend. Obviously, I took Friday night off last week because there was no AC planned, there was no GTA planned, and just nothing ended up happening, so I didn't bother. And then Monday I took off because I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, should be around for both streams, and then maybe derail this next Monday. I'm done with what I committed to doing in that game, but there's still more to do. You know, I've never been to Millbase, haven't driven the Steam engine, haven't picked up the caboose. And outside of certain sections of track, that's it. That's it. I've done most things that I want to do in that game. I say want to because I haven't derailed or caused significant environmental damage or anything. I'm not going to do that and save, but might have to send off that save file, B99 save file that way. We'll see. Carriages also still need to be named. Carriages, trains, whatever. Still need to be named. Person who is responsible for naming them knows who they are. They haven't gotten back to me. they don't ultimately end up wanting to name any of them, that's also fine. They just forgot. I don't know. Either way, that's next week. Next up is Assetto, like I said. But for tonight, that's it. If you want to watch some ads and you're not a sub, stick around. If you are a sub or a Twitch Turbo user, then you shouldn't see ads. So, too bad if you want to watch some. Yeah, if you don't have either of those, if you're just a regular user and you don't want to watch ads, leave. Not gonna miss anything. It's the end of the stream. And I'm running ads, so stick around to watch them or don't. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Later.